Good morning all. We are up in the beautiful Sierras. Going to do a little prospecting here. You know, everybody has had their attention on the southern border. Problem is, nobody's watching the northern border, and we got a couple of guys that snuck in that are going to go out prospecting with us today. We got Pioneer Pauly and Cyle, both come down from British Colombia. Now, I'm not too sure about Pauly. He's over there getting in his wetsuit right now. He's planning on going sniping. It's cold. It's trying to rain. The river's cold. So, like I say, I'm not too sure about this guy. Cyle and I, we're going to stay dry. We're going to head on upstream, do a little detecting, see if we can pick something up. All right, well, I'm going to grab my gear. Let's go. Right here, I got a spot that I think looks pretty good. And I'm going to have to move a few rocks, so let's jump over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't know how well you can see, but we've had quite a bit of flood water come through here. Right here we have bedrock, right here we have bedrock. This is all boulders. But right here we have some exposed bedrock. These rocks are sitting on that bedrock. Well, we've had a pretty good flow of water coming through here. All this gravel is good, heavy gravel. So what we're going to do, let's move some of these rocks, expose some bedrock here, and do a little detecting, see if we can pick up a target. Well, I've moved a few rocks around, did some detecting. Right back up here, I had a loud target I knew was a piece of trash, and I got that out of the way. Right here, I have a real light target that sounds good to me. And then right over in this next crevice, I have another target that's a lot louder. I haven't really spent much time with it, so I'm not sure what that one is. The problem is, to work this area, I need a place to put my trash, you know, where to throw the rocks and such. But I want to work this crevice that my feet are on. So what I think we're going to do first is we're just going to pull a bunch of rocks out of here, get down to the bottom, and check this crevice. And then if there's nothing here, then we have a place where we can throw all our rocks, and we don't have to worry about covering up areas and having to move the rock twice. So let's pull this out and see if there's anything down here first. Now the good news is this gravel is packed pretty tight, which is good when you're looking for gold. I've got this dug down to the bottom. Now I haven't cleaned the bottom out, but I got a pan of gravel from just above the bottom of the crevice because I want to get a feel for what's in here, the quantity of black sand, the size of black sand. Now the rocks I'm digging out look really good. They're nice, heavy, good, solid rocks. So that I like. The top was packed really tight. The bottom's not as tight as I'd like to see the gravel packed, which means this could have been cleaned out who knows how long ago. But either way, we'll pan this, check it, and then go from there. So be right back. Well, the first pan, it wasn't that impressive. It did have gold. Had like 3 or 4 little fly specks. I didn't bother keeping them. But the gravel, I mean the black sand is just a little too fine for my liking. But since we've already done all the work, I'm going to go ahead and clean the bottom of this crevice out, see if it gets any better there. I talk about the gravel looks good to me, and I have a piece here I dug out of there that's a really good example of what I consider good looking gravel. Now if you look at this rock, get it cleaned off, it's got a shine to it. It's a dark rock and it feels extra heavy, but that shine, you can't polish a stone that's not dense. You know, the more of a polish the rock gets on it, the denser the stone is, which means the heavier it is. And we're chasing heavy objects, so you want to stay with the heavies. Now I've got the gravel from the bottom of the hole. I cleaned the bedrock off pretty good. There was one small catch down there, and this will determine what we're going to do. If there's, if there's no gold in here, then we're just going to start pulling stuff back real as fast as we can and just detect the area. We still have these two targets we got to work. But if we got gold in here, then we'll slow down, clean everything out, and get down to that and continue working that crevice. Okay, I'll be right back. Well, that pan, it was better than the first one. They had a few more pieces, real small pieces, and today I'm looking for big pieces. So we turned those loose so they could grow up. But the problem is the black sand didn't get any heavier in the bottom of the hole. So I'm calling this crevice a no-go. I'm gonna just pull the gravel off top real quick. We'll detect it, no signals. Then we're gonna jump over and we're gonna dig these two up. All right, I'm gonna move some rocks. Well, I got this whole area cleaned off, so I'm gonna turn the detector on, give her a go, see if we can find anything. Nothing. No signals, so we're abandoning this crevice. We're gonna roll the rocks over here, and I think we're gonna go after these two targets we had over here, see what they are, because time's moving on and we don't have any gold yet. Oh, and that weird sound the detector's making, that's a sound system. It does not like my sound system. Okay, I'm gonna roll some rocks. The one target I had over here, the louder one, was broken, so I figured it was no good, and I dug it up and it turned out to be a piece of iron. Well, the one under my foot sounds good to me. I'm guessing lead or gold. So what I thought I'd do, I'll throw the mic in the headphones, you can hear it, and then you can guess whether or not it's lead or gold, and we'll dig it up and find out. I'm gonna go ahead and just dig everything up, throw it in the pan and pan it out. I think it'll be quicker. Okay, well, looks like we got a decent little crevice here. That part's good. I'm gonna need to get a finer crevice tool. I'll be right back. Okay, now we can get down in the bottom. Okay, let's check it, see if we got it. Well, I'm getting a little more enthused now because we have definitely pulled it out of that crack, and it's a lot louder now. So let's see if we can get it in the shovel. Well, it's still there somewhere. Okay, now we can clean it up. Okay, this thing is starting to drive me crazy. Then I have to put the headphones back on and find it again because now I lost it. Okay, I found it. It's way over here now. So let's just go deep and get all this gravel. Okay, we got it in the scoop. Oh, I see gold. Where'd it go? A nice little chunky piece. Let me show you. Nothing to write home about, but we'll take it. You know, that piece kind of goes with this black sand refiner. It wasn't a very big piece, and black sand I'm not real impressed with here, so we're going to give it a once over. Don't do any good. We're going to move on. Well, I checked the whole area. No more targets. So I think we're going to pack everything up, and there's a spot upstream. It's a little higher on the bank, but the gravel up there looks really good, so I'm thinking we might go up there and give that a go. Well, it's been, I'm guessing, at least an hour, if not two. We're upstream quite a ways, and I've been detecting the whole time, and I have not had a single target. Well, right behind me where the detector's sitting, I finally got a target. And I thought, you know what? Probably ought to go get the camera and film it, since they're few and far in between. So what do you say we jump up there and see what it is? Now that target's right in here. Let's see what you think. Well, I think it sounds pretty good. So I'm gonna grab some tools. Let's dig this up, see what it is. That target is down in here somewhere. And we do not want it to go down the hill, so we're gonna have to be careful on how we dig this out. Get all the stuff off the top. I'm just going to throw everything in the pan so we don't lose it down the hill. Okay, let's do a quick check. Nope, still down there. I keep seeing pieces of gold, and they keep not being pieces of gold. Okay, let's check her again. Got it in the pan. Okay, I'm gonna take this down, pan it out. I'll be right back. We got us piece number 2. Let me show you. See here, it's another chunky piece. This one's a little bigger than the last one. There, we got a check. Oh yeah. Okay, I got that put in a jar, and I think I'm gonna concentrate on the hillside here. I'm gonna hit this bedrock I'm standing on, but up on the hill, further up the hill, I've found some nice gold up there over the years, so I thought, well, there's gotta be something coming down. So we're gonna hit this a little bit, but we're gonna concentrate on the side of the hill. Okay, back to detecting. Claim jumper. Caught him red-handed. Paul didn't freeze to death or drown. He made it back. So now we're in the process. None of us are doing real well.
This stuff is hot, you say, right?
we've been detecting here forever, and this guy shows up, borrows my detector, and then digs up a piece of gold right in front of me. Let me show you the piece. Not a monster, but it's a respectable piece. A nice chunky piece. We're contemplating heading back down, mainly because I left my lunch in the Jeep. Surprise! Bet you didn't expect this. And yes, it is the next day. Okay, well, what happened? Well, it was a combination of things. Battery was going dead in the camera, which was a real big problem. I had a backup battery, but it was back at the Jeep. But the bigger problem was we packed up from there, hiked back, and it started raining. And I don't know how much rain my regular camera can take, and I didn't have the GoPro with me, so I just couldn't film anymore. And we did go downstream, do a little more detecting and mining, and I picked up one more piece of gold, and I'll show you that when we do the weigh-in. So, what do you say we do the weigh-in? Okay, right here's the last piece I found. It's a nice chunky piece. I found it in a crevice with several pieces of lead and a couple pieces of iron I had to dig out to get to it. Okay, let's weigh our largest piece first. That's 1.59 grams. And then total, we ended up today with 2.51 grams. 2.5 grams? I'm okay with that. That last piece saved me. None of us were doing very good that day. The problem is down on the river there, we've gone over that so many times, and we've had no real floods for the last 20 years. You know, the only way you can find gold now is to roll rocks around and get into the brush, and we're going to have to start numbering the rocks, because I think we've been rolling the same rocks around. Now, spending the day with Pauly and Cyle, it was great. Super good people. I had a ball. And I'm here to tell you, that water was cold. I mean, it froze my hands to pan, and Paul spent all day in the creek sniping. And he did find some gold, but most of it was small flood gold. He didn't get any big pieces. But I'm here to tell you, I'm thinking that those guys living up north, they're a little more used to that, because there's no way in the world I would have gotten that water. Okay, well, we have plans on going out again. We've got a hillside I want to go look at, but the weatherman's not cooperating with us. It's chance of rain, so we'll see. Well, that's pretty much all I got on this one, so I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.